Welcome back, everybody, to the defense. We have game number 2 now, our last game of the night between 4C&L and Monkey Business. It's been a big ride so far, Durka. As I pan on over to you,
Hi.
I have an echo.
Big Daddy No Tail's tiny.
Big Daddy No Tail's tiny. The butterfly second pick. That was great.
Treads, Ags, Butterfly, Satanic. Like, I've seen Butterfly and Tiny before, but usually, like, after a Manta style or after
And he was
something.
so shut down in the beginning, too. Like, he had a very tough lane, but he still managed to keep it all controlled, still managed to come back in that game, and Ags Butterfly just tore the game up. The Satanic soon to follow.
Yeah.
Very impressive stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get into our game. There it goes. 4C&L versus Monkey Business. Draft is already underway. Phantom Lancer and Winter Wyvern.
Oh, boy, here we go.
And Alina Darkseer from Monkey Business.
Favoring that
I can't help but say that I called it, but I called it. Phantom Lancer.
What did you call?
Phantom Lancer, man.
What
Long
about
time ago, he was like 3rd, 4th pickup regularly.
Oh,
And I was
right.
like, there's not enough there is not enough heroes to counter the PL. He's gonna be 1st, 2nd pickup. Time goes on. We have TI. Post TI at Fallout though, that's PL territory.
10 seconds.
Like, during TI, there was a ton of Ember Spirit picks as well, even preempting the PL
5
pick, so it was always
seconds
scary
remaining.
to pick him up. I used to love watching, who
Reserve
was it,
time.
Burden, when Sing Sing was playing for them. And Alona Conspiracy, when they had Phantom Lancer, because they were just trying out wacky item builds. Soul Ring Tranquils, going
Yeah.
into like Manta style, the Vanguard PL with the
Vanguard
bottle.
PL. Never forget. Never forget.
But now it's pretty much set in stone what you buy. You know, Ring of Aquila, go for the drums, Boot to Travel, Diffusal Blade, maybe a Yasha in between. There's
It's always the same items. It's just like
different variations. of
different
timing.
variations based on how aggressive you need to be or how farmy you need to be.
Yeah,
Like sometimes Boots of Travel, Ring of Aquila, and you have like Yasha that's like super farmy build. But then sometimes you have those like really early Diffusal Blade games where you just kind of have to fight early.
Yeah, and then sometimes we see that bottle just for the lane sustain as well. So it's like Brown Boots bottle, and then drums, Quelling Blade, and Boots of Travel. Just to go for a little bit more of a mix, you can play aggressively in lane,
10
but then you can also
seconds
kind of
remaining.
move yourself around and dodge fights if you really need to.
5 seconds.
Second set of
remaining.
bans here, Storm Spirit and Inner Shaker. Ember Spirit.
Reserve time.
Yeah. Kill off
Could
the
be
Ember.
banned away by 4C&L. As you guys can tell, I've seen it. The Ebola has struck Join Dota. It hit Durka first.
Yeah, for once it was me that got it first. I'm usually like the 3rd or
Dire
4th
Yeah.
person to get it, but this time around, I don't know. The weather turned. You know, it was 30 degrees one day, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's 19 degrees. It's,
Yeah,
it's
it got
cold.
cold fast.
Yeah.
The hell, Germany.
So I'm wearing shorts
Like,
and
do
t-shirt.
you have no chill? Come on. Like, you just get like, it actually goes like blazes hot. Like, hottest day of the summer, and then it immediately goes into like, literally within a day, 2, it goes into
10
like
seconds
pretty
remaining.
cold weather. Like, there's no chill period, you know? There's no like,
5 seconds
I mean,
remaining.
most people are listening are probably Europeans, so there's no like, like a little bit partially
Reserve
sunny
time.
and 20 degrees. Is that a warm temperature? 25-ish,
Yeah,
22.
22 is good.
Let's call it a soft 22.
But it's the wind as well. Like, it didn't stop
Oh,
raining
yeah.
for the whole day. It was just wind.
Yeah.
Europe.
Where's my nice autumn period? Come on, Germany.
Radiant
I like
team
I like
pick.
that you called it autumn. I think that was really nice.
Dire
Fall is
team
not the
pick.
word.
Thanks.
Fall is not the word. Why did you say thanks? I'm confused.
Because you're American. And
Is it an American thing?
fall, yeah.
Oh,
I thought it was pretty
way
general.
to go. All right. Nice fall period.
Well,
USA.
saying that,
USA.
it's another one of those soccer things where it did originate in England, obviously, but we
Yeah, that's
just
on you guys.
we forgot
10
about it, and you guys
seconds
just carried it on.
remaining.
That's on you guys.
Yeah,
5
apologize
seconds
for
remaining.
our past transgressions and creating the language,
Yeah.
creating
I mean,
America.
Reserve time.
transgression number 2. Soccer. Passing that on to us. Transgression number 1.
The sport or the
Revolutionary War.
word?
How dare you?
The sport or the word?
Both?
We
No,
ga-
no.
we
I
gave
actually, I like football. I like football.
Football.
I played it in high school. It's a great game.
We're very good at making up sports and very bad at playing them. We're always about writing the rules, making, like a board of delegates or whatever that can, make the rules and change them and do all this stuff, but not very good at creating sports people who can play them.
Didn't you guys bring like cricket to India and then
They
got your
crushed us.
ass handed
Oh, yeah.
in cricket?
We've done that with everything. Like snooker, we just get owned.
Excuse me?
Snooker.
I don't know this sport.
It's like pool or billiards, but with different balls and a bigger table. Snooker. Snooker.
All right, I gotta Google this afterwards because
Wait, really? You don't know what snooker is?
flew right over my head.
Oh, wow.
I was like, Snooki? What does that have to do with
Snooki?
anything?
You don't know what snooker is?
Pretty sure that's an American invention
5
right there.
seconds remaining.
Well, whatever. We've got Wisp Sven. It looks like Monkey Business like the
Team
Wisp
back.
plays.
This is funny because the tiny counter pick against Wiz could only work. Could only
Radiant
work
team ban.
on 4C&L because they have off-lane sexy bamboo. I'm the best. I do whatever I want. Who can run an off-lane tiny if need be. But this time around, it's actually going to be a mid tiny because we have a clockwork in the
10
pool,
seconds
obviously.
remaining.
So, but the counter pick tiny is like
5
very
seconds
rare to
remaining.
see. Like there's so little emphasis put into
Reserve
mid
time.
tiny that it's very rarely seen there. And then Sexy Bambo is like the only person who will run like off lane tiny. So it's very rare to see tiny as a counter pick against the Wisp. We'll see how it works though, because Monkey Business I think still have a very fair hero in the Sven, who is going to work quite well against a Phantom Monster still. Like he still has a natural cleave mechanic. They can go really aggressive with this lineup. The Darkseer is going to combo really well with both the Cleave as well as the Stormhammer.
They've got so much attack speed as well.
Dire team pick.
With the Wisp overcharge onto Sven, the Fiery Soul and Lina, then Surge from Darkseer to make the engagements a little bit easier to start off and running forward and catching people out. I'm wondering what Monkey Business need as their final pick. Their secondary support maybe even here. To combo up with that Lina. There's no Earthshaker, there's nothing like that.
10 seconds
Or do you think Lina could be
remaining.
could be the support and they go for something different?
5 seconds remaining.
I guess I don't really see why you wouldn't just go for the Lina against
Reserve time.
4C&L at this point.
Like if you put Sven
Mid
Wisp
Lina.
mid, then you can have Lina as your safe lane support,
Uh-huh.
and then you can go
Oh,
for
okay.
something different down there.
I think I still like the Lina.
Mid?
I mean, if it is going to be a tiny mid, I mean, Lina should be able to beat that out pretty easily. I can't see why there's no way.
10 seconds remaining.
Everyone's flaming me for not knowing what snooker is.
Oh yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Listen, guys, I'm just a boy who plays video games. I don't know about that. Like, it's a support tiny?
Radiant team pick.
All right. I am still waiting for I'm still waiting for it. I'm still waiting for, like, we go into the game and all of a sudden, like, it's a 4-position clockwork and we have an offlane tiny. Just for, for whatever reason.
Shadow Fiend jungle.
So an SF, yeah, Shadow Fiend jungle. Presence of the Dark Lord first. It's a build.
No. You still got razors.
10
Get your level
seconds
3 as quick
Don't
as
tell
you
me
can.
this is a thing. Don't tell me SF jungle is a thing.
I've done it once.
5
When I really had
seconds
to.
remaining.
Uh-huh. Did you get level 6 by like 20 minutes or something?
I'm not willing to talk about it.
10 seconds remaining.
All right, so support tiny, Monkey Business. They're going to make their
5
decision now.
seconds
Is this Lina
remaining.
going to be a support? It is. Bloodseeker is going to be our safe lane carry paired up with the Lina. We have a Sven Wisp mid and an off lane Darkseer. And let's see what 4C&L run for here.
Bloodseeker. Banned out last
60
game.
Bambo picks up the tiny.
So EGM support Clockwork? Does it, can
I
you
bet everyone was flaming me too. I bet there was these people who were like, stupid cap, offlane tiny. They already have a Clockwork. There's no way that could be an offlane tiny. There's no way. You guys don't know 60 Bambo. And the best.
But how does EGM Clockwork work here?
I don't know.
As a 6K player and a 6K caster, how do you not know?
I don't know. I leave that up to the pros to decide.
Can we phone a friend?
I'm
can
nowhere.
we get Blitz
10
on the line?
seconds remaining.
Blitz, you're in love with EGM. You're very close friends. How does support Clockwork work? I'm gonna stop saying that now.
All right. They're not swapping.
Prepare for battle.
They're not swapping. So away we go. Support Clockwork. Boots first. I'm presuming you just try and hunt someone down with battery assault, or do you harass with cogs? Maybe that's the play?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
I
we can't theory craft this support Clockwork. We'll just have to sit back and watch.
I've seen support Clockwork before. Once before. Fnatic ran it when wait, I'm pretty sure it was Fnatic. Maybe it was Team Malaysia. Whatever team Mushi was on at the time. But they had a dual offlane of Batrider and Clockwork. Clockwork would run up, cogs, get the Firefly sticking napalm over the top. I've also seen aggressive tri-lane Clockwork from Kingdom in Southeast Asia as well, where they have
30
Tusk, Clockwork
seconds
plus
to battle.
Dazzle,
I remember that.
and they've run that a bunch of times. But I've never seen a support Clockwork in this position because I have no idea what he's meant to do. Like I don't see the obvious. There's no obvious synergy. You know, you cogs into Lance, into Razors. I'm at a loss.
All right, so our trade-off here, the bottom rune is going to be... Are they
The
going to give that
battle
over? No,
begins.
16 Balboa is probably going to take it. It's like, nope, that's my battery rune.
What have we here?
Miracle will take the other one, so they're going to be running a Bloodseeker.
Middle lane.
Mid safe lane Darkseer,
Oh, that's
and
so
Crit
nice.
is paired up with the Bloodseeker.
Sven plus Lina is such a good combo as well.
Ah, true.
We've seen Sven Lina. Sven AA used to be a really cool combo as well with the cold feet plus stun. But here it's just an amazing setup with the for the Light Strike array. Phantom Lance is going to be the matchup though with the Winter Wyvern PL against Miracle's Bloodseeker. I can't wait to see how that actually pans out.
All right, Cogs first for EGM. Let's see him burn out some mana. Already jumping on a pike. Oh my god, this is going to be first blood. I mean, a safe lane SF at level 1 is super squishy.
Nice skirt on her.
So he instantly goes down.
He hasn't even skilled anything yet because you don't know what to skill in this situation. And they TP's bottom lane. He's already had enough.
And Pike's just like, no way. No,
Bambo.
no, I'm not dealing with that lane. You
Bambo,
deal
shove
with
off.
it. Yeah.
Time to go up top.
Bambo's actually going to wrap around behind Moon. He might be able to get a toss, and they might get some damage out on the Darkseer, but look at Moon. He's actually staying next to the range creep because he really doesn't want to get tossed back. And now he's going to fight Pikecat. You want to fight? Oh, toss back into the tower. There you go. There's that small amount of damage. Unless you got just the most amazing toss back ever, plus body block. There's no way they were going to kill Moon, but he got some damage on him, forced him to pop his health potion. That's a start.
I don't see how they kill Miracle mid either. Or stop him farming.
Oh, yeah.
Because they've got some harass, they've got annoying spells with the Splinter Blast, the Arctic Burn, the Phantom Lance, they can chip away his HP. But they've got nothing to stun him and keep him locked down when he's on low HP to actually kill him off. Maybe a tiny toss avalanche, but it is super difficult.
Especially with these heroes dropping a bit low. Okay, so now Clockwork is taking over the offlane position. And I thought 60 Bambo was actually going to be spending some time roaming because they have to do something really weird in order to change these lanes up. And I think the only hero that actually has roaming potential and actual kill power to change things up is Tiny. Oh, what a toss! What a combination! An Invis rune tossing the EGM with the cogs.
Okay,
60 Bambo.
How many more times can they pull off that combo though?
I mean, how many more invis runes can you get?
How many more invis runes can you get with Lena standing in position to be tossed back into a Clockwork who's near the tower?
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
probably not too
I
often.
don't foresee it being many at all.
But
worked.
I
It
was
worked
just
this
about
time.
to say, this could be incredibly... You know what this is? This is like the dunk combo. No, this isn't dunk combo. That would be some sort of axe combo. This is like the three-pointer combo. I'm talking basketball here. He just tosses him into cogs constantly. If he had battery cell, that's like a guaranteed kill. If you shoot him into the cogs, you got the kill. But unfortunately, EGM's going for the 2 levels of Rocket Flare, which is really disappointing to me.
Oh. He wants last hits? So we still haven't really decided. EGM did get farm up at top, but now he's moving down to bot. I thought he could possibly transition into that offlane player. But Bambo has taken control of the top lane. They're looking for bot and Mumi, and oh man, he's got the surge for the cogs in time.
He gets him, EGM! Boots first, cog snacks him in. 1-2. I'm so happy this game is the way it is. It's just so absurdly unusual that I'm loving it. Arcane Boots Clockwork already up.
Nice.
What?
And nearly
He
level
didn't even
4.
get the kills. Jesus.
like-
Winter Wyvern?
God,
Is
the
he
Bloodseeker.
actually dead?
I think he is. Bloodseeker just gonna
Run
like
him
3-hit
down?
No,
they don't want to risk it.
Okay.
I mean, he's already winning the lane so hard. There's no reason to try and risk it and go
Yeah.
for the kill and miss out because he gets over the trees and then you die.
Like, if you look at it, what, 3 or 4 last hits on this creep wave is more important than that kill anyway. It's not that big a deal.
Pycat starts leaving lane. The Sven's down there. That's a no-go now. Miracle just starts getting some... Oh my good
can't get
golly,
up the
Miss
hill.
Molly.
He's dead.
Miracle. Oh no, he get the wrong one. And he knows heroes are coming in, so. But if he hit the right one, he easily would got that kill.
But yeah, EGM getting these arcane boots. Again, it comes down to him not dying. It's why Mumianda had such a great game in the previous game. He didn't die for the first 25 minutes or so, and if EGM can keep this up, he can actually progress pretty nicely. The tick gold you get
Dire's
as
top
a
tower is
roaming
under
clockwork
attack.
here. Okay, you're going to be getting yourself into situations where you are up on the front lines, but if you can be within assist range, if you can just keep that gold ticking over, you can actually find yourself with a ton. You can get arcanes into mech, into greaves, into force staff, and I'm just wondering if they give Saxa the role of buying all of the observer boards and have EGM as this, fourth core hero.
I mean, with the arcane boots already picked up and the rocket flare leveled, he's always going to get a certain amount of farm. I think they should. I think they absolutely should just like force poor Saxa to just spam out
Dire's
wards
top
as much
tower
as
is
possible.
under attack.
And Clockwork doesn't need anything but level 6. I mean, he's good. Damage out.
Are they going to try down bottom lane?
Yeah, they go for him, but he managed to stay just
the
out of the
turn.
toss. Now they're turning around. They're going to be able to get the light strike. Oh my god! He actually, sexy Bambo.
He's got no mana left now.
If you had pulled that off, that would have been insane. But as it is, he should be dying.
Tower is under attack.
But did you see that?
The attempt to dodge,
He
yeah,
tried to toss the SF
to dodge LSA.
out of range of the light strike array. What an insanely good play that would have been.
Miracle nearly went down, dropped to 100 HP up against Saxa, who chased him down with Swift Ending. But once again, they are out of mana and getting low on the consumables. Fill up the bottle. Swift Ending needs that bounty rune to keep himself up and running. EGM is 550 experience away from that level 6.
Oh god, Miracle almost died there. If he missed the CS, he dies. The Lance comes in just a bit after he gets the CS to be able to heal himself up. Still, though, Miracle's going to be forced back.
Middle tower
I
is
mean, you have
under
the
attack.
level 3 rocket of EGM to deal with. I'm really surprised he hasn't tried to snipe him out.
How does Blood Rage work with illusions?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It doesn't heal you off of illusion kills.
Okay. Because that was something that was changed quite recent. Well, I say
mean,
recently, like within the next like
I don't
4
think
4
Radiant's
years
top
or something.
tower is under attack.
Punch. Stun. Sexy Bambo. He's going to turn, get some damage out, but they'll both be healed just enough. But EGM, oh, that rocket. So close to finishing off one of these heroes. He's really gunning for crit now, trying to catch him, but a toss, that's all he was doing. He was given vision for the toss. Sexy Bambo gets it.
They're not going to find a trade-off either. Pycat now is up at top, up to 35 last hits. He's finally actually racking up some
Dire's
souls and
middle
some
tower
gold.
is under attack.
2,800 net worth. The Bloodseeker. Have we seen what he's going for yet? Treads, Wraithband. Not decided whether he's going to go for the Midas build, but that's usually safe lane Bloodseeker. Mid BS. EGM. I'll wrap around the cogs. Hook shot to get himself back into the creep wave.
Yeah. I'm a bit surprised. I don't think another Stormhammer would have come fast enough, but better be safe than sorry. Miracle going to be double slowed down here. Pops the Rupture. Swift ending. Still going to run him down. Has the Lance in a second. But he decides, I think I understand there. As you run forward to try and stay in range of the Lance, you're losing HP and you're making him faster. So.
And then there's 4 stick charges on Miracle as well, so I think he heals up enough to stay through that Lance anyway. But yeah, mid Bloodseeker is usually a little more sort of aggressive based early on especially. So I'm not sure about Midas here for him. And he's going for the Ring of Aquila. He picked up a Sage's Mask, and yeah, there we go.
Bottom lane, EGM is going to be dunked on. It looks like toss in the air. They won't be able to get crit. Oh, heartbreaker there. He just barely lives with 10 HP. And now, Sexy Bambo, he may be dead. Let's see if the body blocks are from Moon. 1, 2, nice body block start there. We'll be able to get the stun, and Bambo is a goner.
Tower is under attack.
And with, what, 5 heroes in AoE of that? It's not a very good spread of experience of gold, though.
5 to 3, 10 minutes in. I'm taking a look at the network just because I'm trying to make sense of this game right now. Because there's an awkward amount of rotating that's happening. Oh, they missed him. There's an awkward amount of rotating that's going on. Everybody's CS is a little bit lower than normal. There's a high number of kills, but it looks like Monkey Business is winning right now. 2,500 gold and experience ahead.
And with the blank over on Sven, they could actually look to just go and take tower after tower. I'm not sure how 4C&L can try and defend their tier 1s. They don't have the Winter's Curse on the Wyvern just yet. Hookshot from EGM could be that answer, but without Battery Assault, like you mentioned, he doesn't really have the killing build. This is more build up farm, get yourself a few more levels, and maybe try and transition into some of those bigger utility items. And yeah, Notel moves up to top with Crit the Wisp, and Fly is also here, looking for a kill on the Shadow Fiend or the Winter Wyvern, but they've got full vision. Oh, they're smoked up.
Fly, Winter Wyvern, fly. We'll be able to escape. At least. Oh, I thought they were actually still going to try and chase him down. In fact, they will. They get the stun out. Oh, he tried to get the Cold Embrace down. It's just not in time. They blow him up with a Laguna Blade, and now Big Daddy No-Tail says, you know what, I've already popped God Strength.
And the Radiant
You
Jungle,
have the
though,
sustain.
Bambo went for a kill onto Miracle, who turns to fight, but Bambo's got his combo back up pretty much here.
Big Daddy drops down to about half HP here as both EGM is going to throw out the hook shot, manage to get crit. Now the TP's in. Big Daddy No-Tail. Oh, man, just ahead of that raise. Will be able to blink himself out. Fly going to TP away. Big Daddy No-Tail needs to be able to TP out as well. Throws out the stun. He's actually going to go for just running out, but that's not going to escape. I think he had to gamble on the TP.
What is happening?
A very weird game.
Like, the Wisp and Wyvern, the two heroes in this game who really need level 6 for Relocate and Winter's Curse. It's 12 minutes in and they're still not there. Wisp is a little bit closer though. Just needs he needs so little for it.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
If they had Relocate in that last fight, maybe try and get the Sven out of that rough situation. But they've got the tether now onto Miracle. They need these tier 1 towers, they need the experience, they need the gold, they need to buff up this Wisp and get themselves, Tranquil Boots earn, something along those lines. But
Miracle.
Goal.
Rupture laid down. Stun is actually going to be dodged by a nice doppelganger from Swift Ending. This ensures the tower, but Miracle may still die. Crit's keeping him alive for the time being. Miracle one last shot. Raze does manage to finish him off. He doesn't have a tether to save Big Daddy No-Tail either, so Crit just has to full-on escape at this point. Tower not really worth those two cores' lives in 4C&L. This is certainly a great time for them to take some control. Sexy Bambo Goes for the phase boots build on this
Dire's
Tiny.
top tower has been denied.
Gotta be careful though. Light Strike Array will land, relocate over the top. They need the extra damage. Pew, pew, pew. Grit gets it with the Wisp Balls.
How is this draft winning?
Which one?
Exactly.
4C&L? I mean, I feel like 4C&L's lineup is a little bit more like,
What happened there?
yeah. And Monkey Business is just like kind of scrambling to adjust to it. I mean, the only reason they have Tiny Wisp is most likely, or Wisp Ben is most likely because the Tiny got taken away from them, you know? Which Sven is, I think, a very different playstyle than Tiny. You don't have the same kind of late game advantage with the Sven.
You need your ancient stacked as well, which they've not done at all.
Mm.
There's no tail. He's gone for 1 point in cleave. 2 points in Warcry. Alright, 4, 6, 7, 8. He's got none in stats
Dire's
either.
middle tower
Kind of
is
interesting.
under
We used to
attack.
see a lot of like the 4-1-1 build with stats,
Oh, yeah.
or the like 4-3-1. Like Warcry level 2, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's just the armor increase that's really strong.
Yeah, a little like 5
But-
more armor, but the duration of 8, it's not that great.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not until level 4 that you start to see start to feel the cooldown reduction down to 14 seconds.
Yeah. So I think if you're gonna put any extra level in it, I think you max it out. But I just can't see that happening because this Sven needs to actually be able to farm still. They do have to worry. If Swift Ending is a PL who hasn't died yet, he's managed to dodge every single attempt they've thrown out. He's got the Boots of Travel already. They do need to be worried that this PL will start taking over the game if they can't end it out fast enough.
Yeah, and the Bloodseeker's kind of been knocked off his feet as well. No Blade Mail yet. He hasn't found really any kills
Dire's
or
top tower is under attack.
any openings on the supports. He'd love to go hunting the Winter Wyvern or someone just to try and find that rupture, but EGM has been hiding in the trees like the entire game. He's 1-1-6. That one death he had like down in bot lane, not really his fault. He's going into that Blade Mail as well, it looks like, with the Chainmail.
Dire's top
It could be
tower
mech,
is under
but
attack. Radiant's
I'm not
middle
too sure.
tower
Blade Mail's
is
still
under
so good.
attack.
And then
Smoke
you've got
up
the
from
Yule Spell of Shadow Fiend.
behind. Oh, this is going to be awkward. Miracle runs into 60 Bambo. Big Daddy No Tails leading the charge right now. Oh, but the SF Ultimate, they've already taken out the Darks here. They're going to try and pop the Winter Wyvern as fast as possible. They will be able to get that kill. EGM still, though, managed to hit his hook shot and wasn't able to really lock anybody inside the cogs. Didn't want to battle out with the Sven, but instead they get the other kills. Crit falls. They've blown out one. Looks like Sexy Bambo maybe going down as well. His haste rune just barely managing to have him stay ahead of Fly.
I don't have
Fly.
Swift
Oh
Ending.
my god, Sexy Bambo, you greedy, greedy man, you. He'll end up dying, but still, they got the Sven. Great fight all around. EGM was hoping to be able to catch up to the lean up, but
They really wanted the PL to doppelganger up onto the cliff, but
Yeah.
his illusions went instead of his main hero. And
and then
should
Sexy
have died
Bambo
there.
just stayed still.
Yeah.
Thought he was outside of range of the Dragon Slave, but got hit. That would have been such a big fight if they'd actually finished off the lean and Sexy Bambo didn't die. That would have been a 5-ban wipe for, what, the Winter Wyvern?
Yeah,
You know, that's...
virtually nothing. And again, this Bloodseeker pick has not worked out. The lane did well, but he hasn't made any rotations. He hasn't really found any avenues into the enemy jungle because they haven't been there farming. They haven't stacked, they haven't farmed, they've laned, and they've kept their lanes strong and bolstered by this Tiny moving around.
Sucks. They're going to help out. Try and go for Moon. Nice pop. Their ward here, easily seeing that one out. The invisible Shadow Fiend spots out crit. So, and they know Big Daddy No Tail is actually stuck back here. They throw out the rocket flare. He hides himself in the trees, even starts burrowing his way through. Fly's doing a decent job. He's 4-1-4 right now. Pretty impressive considering that 4C&L are actually winning the game. He's playing that greedy 4 position that's going to look to still pick up the Yule Scepter items.
He's nearly level 11.
Yeah.
400 XP away from it, but this Pycat Shadow Fiend with the Yule's Blink build, I haven't seen this in a long ass time. Usually-
Rupture. They caught Swift Ending. They're getting a little bit more damage on him. Wait for the jump away. And land the Light Strike Array to ensure the kill.
Finally, Miracle gets up onto the board. And There isn't a better hero to kill off than that Phantom Lancer. Bottom lane though, no tail. He can't TP away the Yules. The Requiem's not even needed.
Was a carbon footprint for you.
Well, small victories on both sides, both carries. Do go down. Blade Mail on the Bloodseeker, though, is going to mean so much. Like, the SF has to be really careful when he pops his ultimate in fights.
Dire's top tower
Like, just
is
because
under
he
attack.
catches someone, does the blink Yules, and then starts the ultimate. Like, what if Bloodseeker all of a sudden comes out of the, like, you know, rounds the corner, pops his Blade Mail, and just practically one-shots the SF from there. Like, that's not going to be worth the kill that you get on whoever you Yules combo.
Oh. Lina didn't
Most
go Yule
likely.
Scepter. 4 staff against the Clockwork.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And speaking of Clockwork, he's saved up 1,300 gold here, and I'm still waiting to see if that chainmail is going to be a Blade Mail or a mech.
Yeah, with the arcane boots, you would think mech, but Blade Mail is still really valuable in this game.
Blade Mail it is.
Okay.
Picks up the broadsword. And against Laguna Blade, the heavy-hitting Sven as well as that Bloodseeker, you could even potentially hear get Ruptured as EGM, Blade Mail and run away.
Have you seen that before? The where the Clockwork hooks when he has Rupture on him and he pops Blade Mail, instantly kills himself and the Bloodseeker at the same time.
Excellent.
Miracle. He's tossed up in the air. They will be able to have crit and help save Miracle. They have the TP out from Sexy Bambo. The damage, though, is still enough. Big Daddy No Tail managed to finish him off.
Oh, they've got Lina here as well.
Lina.
Doppelganger
Force
ready.
staff, Light Strike Array. No, he waits for it. And now, oh, nice play from Swift Ending. Beautiful Phantom Lancer.
Wall.
They threw everything when they thought they had the real one, but Swift Ending pulled the hood right over their eyes.
What a bait. It's so difficult in those situations. Like, if the player has the Illusions hotkeyed, which obviously, you know, as a high-level player you really have to do, you send the tanky one and run it away. And one little mismove. Oh, the stun.
Oh, no.
He can't blink. It's on cooldown.
Yeah. Where's Crit headed off to?
Radiant's
All right, he's
courier
okay.
Has been killed.
He's in the Dire Jungle, but he won't be found. And Dire Courier, that's awkward. Or, I'm sorry, Radiant Courier.
It's just an earn for crit,
Oh.
so it's not... I mean, okay, for the Wisp, it's a big deal because that's his item.
Yeah. For example, right now, he wouldn't mind the extra charges.
Yeah.
But no critical core item is shut down, at least. The mech is going to be coming in for the Darks here.
At long last, Moon doesn't... he definitely hasn't had as good a game as he did in the previous one. 1-3-1, but he kind of had to go for a much different build, and he didn't have the advantageous lane that he did previously against the anti-mage. This time around, a little more difficult. And he's kind of had to go for the 4 staff to deal with the Clockwork and the tiny toss and all this displacement from 4C&L. And then head over into that mech to give them the teamfight capabilities that they need. There's no glimmers here for the Radiant, which is kind of worrying. Because Glimmer against the PL, Tiny, even against the Clockwork Hookshot, you need these utility items, which
Yeah.
are a little bit slow in coming.
Especially with the Diffusal Blade pickup, I think Swift Ending is very much right in going for the Diffusal Blade. This game, there's so much action in the first 20 minutes. He should try and build to fight better right now and hope to snowball off of that rather than the traditional farming items. I mean, they've got late game on lockdown, heavy. I mean, Tiny goes into late game eventually. Like, no matter how much you're shut down right now, Tiny's going to go into late game and be a core. PL, insane late game hero. SF, very strong. Winter Wyvern, very good late game support. Only gets stronger as time goes on.
Bloodseeker falls off, Sven falls off,
Yeah.
Darkseer. Like, I really think Darkseer is their best late game hero here with the wall.
Whoop, toss forward. They're going to be able to catch Miracle here. Try and burst him down. Hookshot comes in. Good set of cogs. Managed to catch one in and pop the other one back out. But He's not going to be able to really get a guaranteed kill. Pycat comes forward trying to finish off Fly. The wand keeps him alive. At the same time, Big Daddy No Tail's being kited on both sides. Pycat's actually going to be chosen down by Miracle. Looks like they will be able to get the kill. Pops the blade bell turn. He's going to get 60 bambo too. He needs it desperately to be able to stay alive. Oh, he falls in the end. Bloodseeker gets out. 15-14. What an incredibly close fight, but it's heavily won by Monkey Business.
That Bloodseeker. Even with the Yasha over in the stash, his Blade Mail did a ton of work and crit. We thought that the combo here was the Sven Wisp. That's the Bloodseeker Wisp. You charge up that Bloodseeker, he's running through. The damage reduction you get from the overcharge cannot be understated here. They threw Lances, they threw Splinter Blasts, everything that they actually tried to bring down that Bloodseeker with. He threw it back in their face with the Blade Mail.
Yeah. Well, this is awkward. Big Daddy No Tail's choice of maxing the Warcry, which falls back to what we were talking about, still leaves him with an inability to farm quickly the Ancient Stack, only level 1 of Cleave. But as the Wiz comes in, he'll take it down eventually. And this will be him finishing up the BKB. I like this item choice by him because, as you said, the Wiz is going to be comboed up with the Bloodseeker like 60, maybe 75% of the time. So Big Daddy's getting these items that allow him to operate a lot more independently of the Wisp. Blink Dagger first, then the BKB. Like, he doesn't need the Wisp necessarily to be a pretty decent initiator for the team.
Everything is just perfectly timed as well. The mech, the BKB, just need to wait a little while for No Tail's ulti to come back off cooldown. I mean, Miracle's S and Y gives him that little bit of tankiness that he needs, and Fly has the Glimmer Cape that I was talking about. Great item up against this 4C&L squad. And with, what, they've got 2 Force Staffs, right? Then the Glimmer Cape. All they're missing now, with that mech completed, is something like a Solar Crest. Maybe another Glimmer on the Wisp. Something along those lines, because there is a ton of physical right-click damage out here from 4C&L. If you can Solar Crest up the Bloodseeker or the Sven when they're actually pushing up onto high ground or into tier 2s, or in the middle of a team fight, you deal with the Phantom Lancer just with that one item almost.
I think Tiny's going Yules.
I mean, it's Bambo.
He is fully committing, I think, to utility. He's not going to be a core. Like, even 45 minutes in, he's still going to be so delayed up. Unless he just becomes a monster. They manage to get the hook shot onto Moonduck, and he will be locked down pretty easily. Sexy Bambo was hoping to be able to catch more, but no such luck. Miracle will also manage to get out.
You see a Staff of Wizardry on a Sexy Bambo Tiny, and you think Yule Scepter. No, not
Sorry,
Dagon.
say that again? Dagon? Oh.
It's it's Bambo.
All right. I could see that, actually.
I see Dagon when I see Staff of Wizardry on Bambo.
And against a Bloodseeker, it's really good.
Yeah.
Honestly, just because when he's Blood Rage, that kind of instant damage is quite strong against him.
Honestly, it could be Aghanims, it could be Force Staff as well.
Yeah. It's just a little weird.
The Staff of Wizardry first rather than Point Booster.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking the exact same thing. That's why I figured it might not be that Ags.
Give us the Dagon Tiny. You know you want
I mean, you really don't need it, let's be honest. Like, the PL is still strong enough late game. You don't need to try and make Tiny a core here. Miracle is going to be going for the BKB next, speaking of that. SF has his, so doesn't have to worry about the Blade Mail as much anymore. Swift ending. His farm is about to start racking up because he's probably going to get a farming item next. Boots of Travel, Diffusal, 2,600 gold. Or do you think he tries to go for some sort of luxury item? That goes like Butterfly is his next or something like that. That would be, like, Butterfly actually, I don't normally like early Butterflies on PL. Feel he's much more of a stat-focused hero, but there is a certain lack of AoE nuke damage. Like, all of it comes from the Lina or the Storm Sven. I suppose there's the Silence.
I've seen
But Bloodseeker and Sven are both heavy right-click heroes.
I've seen a ton of, like, Satanic Phantom Lancer.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that often comes after, like, a Skadi or a Butterfly. But just the fact that what Satanic gives you is the chance to stand and fight if you're ruptured or if you're caught out.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually just stand there with your real PL, turn on Satanic, and actually fight against the Bloodseeker and or the Sven. But S and Y?
He's doubling down on the mid-game team fights. And I don't think that's a bad choice. I think if they get over the hump of the mid-game, they'll... Like, if they push this game just 45, 50 minutes, I think they've easily got it.
they take Roshan?
I'm not
I'm not
Sure.
entirely sure they can.
AGM definitely needs to tank it. They should be fine.
Okay, there we go.
What's happening top? 60 Bamboo. Poking and prodding.
Dire's middle tower is under
But they're not going to contest. They don't know this is happening. Their ward coverage is close to nil. They've got some one observer ward up near their ancients.
Yeah.
Oh no! Okay. I didn't see that one. They do have one up on that hill near Roshan, so they potentially could have seen this coming, but not in position to do so.
Hey, just now on PyCat with the BKB. Monkey business, I think. I mean, this was kind of supposed to be their time to fight, especially with the BKB. Like, when that's finished up on Miracle, I think 100% you just go hard at 4C&L and force team fights over and over again. But that's going to be slowed down by the Aegis on SF. They'll have to make the hard decision of whether or not they would just wait it out. I'm sure at the very least they'll wait it out for the BKB. Sexy Bamboo, 4 staff was his choice with that staff.
Oh, PyCat in from the back. Can he get the Yules onto crit? Doesn't see him. TP's away. All right now, I think Monkey Business just want to try and dodge fights as much as they can. Split push away, mid and bot. Are they? Do you want to give away this tier 2
Dire's middle tower
up at
is
top?
under attack.
The Wisp cannot relocate anyone back. Moon
Radiant's
could TP
top
back to the tier
tower
2,
is
but
under
look at this movement across PyCat and Saxa. Both heading into the Radiant jungle and looking for someone who's farming. That someone is Miracle. But they're spread pretty thin here.
Yeah, he's so close to his BKB too.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I love all this aggressive vision from 4C&L right now, though. The Tiny has still so much kill power, and he's going to show it right now as he one-shots the Wisp. And now Lena's also going to be one-shot here. BKB activated by PyCat. BKB returned by Big Daddy No Tail. Gets some damage out, but they have the Winter's Curse, and Big Daddy will end up falling here. Glimmer Cape keeps him alive. Counter ward, but it's a little bit too late. He blinks away. Miracle now on the hunt. PyCat, he's going to be going down here. They're going to try and utilize this extra damage, perhaps. No, okay, they just finished off the SF. He has no BKB. They have Laguna Blade. PyCat's dead. Sexy Bamboo's got to be able to interrupt this one, but he's a bit too late. They get the Sven, though. He came back.
Oh, if the Sven hadn't died there, I would have said it was almost worth it. But Darkseid down a bot lane, EGM Clockwork plus this swift ending PL made sure that he couldn't TP back, couldn't get into this fight, and cancelled everything out that Moon really wanted to try and get towards that tier 2. Because the Darkseid TP'd there. That would have been crushing for 4C&L because they were spread so thin. Miracle. Blade Mail against Blade Mail.
That is so big.
Relocate, not going to be in time, is it?
Oh my
man.
God, EGM. Clearly, I mean, it's not even close. Easily the best support clock in the world right now. One, because he's playing really well. Two, because I don't think there's any others.
Support Clockwork.
I mean, Clockwork can be such a hard counter to the Bloodseeker, and they caught him just before the BKB. Like, he was so close to farming that one up.
I'm trying to remember who... I'll remember, like, as I'm falling asleep tonight, who played it on Fnatic with Mushi. It was someone Malaysian. Obviously, with Team Malaysia. He's not the only clock support player. He's not the only one.
AC soon for Big Daddy. That'll help. It's still going to be incredibly... No. I mean, I'm just sitting there going like, this PL is going to be so problematic.
Yes. He really is. Because he bought SNY, what, 4 minutes ago? Now he's got 2100. He can start building into his Skadi or Butterfly, whatever he really wants to.
I would almost still like to see, normally I like, again, I really like Scotty on Phantom Lancer. The stat builds, again, I think are best on him. But with this poor man Scotty and the SNY, oh, Fly's going to be caught here. EGM locks him in. 4 staff over the side, will be able to get away. Fly actually gets
Radiant's
Cogs
bottom
back.
tower is under attack.
Winter Wyvern, they want to make the initiation here. BKB activated by Pycat. He's going to be able to almost one-shot Moon, but the mech goes off and he will be able to escape. Now the Winter's Curse on a Big Daddy No-Tail, but he's already BKB'd Glimmer Caped as well. Pycat's definitely going to be dying here, and Miracle returns a large share of damage, but he's low. He may not be able to jump for more. Big Daddy certainly can. They've already blown up. The Tiny looks like next up. They're going to go for Swift Ending, trying to surround him, but Miracle's so low. No, no, no! He's got to get away from that one. He'll be fine. Rocket as well. Oh my god, 50 HP. Big Daddy being chased away by EGM. Blink out. It'll be good. Silence. Oh my god, he got him with the blade mail! EGM! What a god!
Wait, what?
He got him with the blade mail. Bloodseeker throws out the blood right, and Bloodseeker was only at 50 HP. Not the play, Miracle. That
That's
was
an error.
not the play.
That's an
Radiant's
error.
bottom tower
In the back end of that fight, there was Flying Crit dealing with Bambo, who
Radiant
blinked in,
structures are fortified.
nearly comboed both of them with just the Avalanche toss.
Yeah.
But they managed to turn it back around with the heals, got the Laguna
Oh
Blade down
my
onto him.
god. These fights are easily. I mean, these
Radiant's bottom
last
tower
two
has
engagements,
fallen.
I think they 100% go to monkey business if there's a
Dire's
BKB.
middle tower is under
But
attack.
this Bloodseeker,
Yeah.
Radiant's
he
bottom
just keeps on
tower
getting
is
stalled
under
up
attack.
over and over and over again, and it's been like, what, 5 minutes since it probably should have been picked up? But he just keeps on getting hunted down. The Blade Mail is still really powerful against this Clockwork. We saw in that last fight, like, he had to kill the SF, and the not the ultimate, but the exploding, the Death Requiem that goes out, it brings him down to half HP. He can't actually keep going with that momentum and look for another kill.
We didn't get to see, though, the vacuum wall, and mech wasn't utilized optimally, just the fact that Moon... The fact that Moon got caught at first and had to mech himself to try and turn in the fight, but there was no big combo there. Winter's Curse obviously was kind of the same on the reverse side, was used on only Sven. There was no damage dealt with it, just kept him on lockdown during the BKB and his ulti time. Bambo. He's got a Ghost Scepter now. Force Blink Ghost.
Ethereal Blade. You think he goes for it? If he gets the farm, do you think he goes E-Blade?
I don't...
I really think that would actually be such a legit build against this Bloodseeker.
E-Blade to stop him right-clicking, Avalanche Toss,
And then you would eventually go Dangan. You would go the late game Magic single target burst build. Your combination, you would one-shot the Tiny. You'd probably one-shot the Lina, unless she gets a lot of farm, gets Ags or something. Which she's actually 900 gold away from.
If she doesn't die right here. Bambo's hunting again in the jungle. They've actually got 3 heroes down in this bottom right-hand corner of the map, but no tail with his AC done. Has he got eyes on Swift Ending? No, because he's invis.
Swift Ending, I think he wants to fight this one. He's going to start poking and prodding at Big Daddy No-Tail. He's burned out the rest of his mana. It's going to be fine for now. He starts backing up. BKB pop. They still want to fight this one. TP out.
Wait, what? They've got the rest of that team coming in here. Saksa, invis with the Glimmer Cape.
Sounds gets laid out. EGM's kind of caught here. Pops the Blade Mail. Starts walking himself out. No rupture whatsoever.
That was super awkward. And now they know that Shadow Fiend is down towards the top rune spot without a TP. I'm
Yeah.
wondering if they realize now they could have taken that fight. Swift Ending was alone, but he played that as though he had 4 people behind him ready to just like swarm on them. Running into a Sven Wisp like that. A very aggressive play. He
I
forces
think
out.
the fact that he managed to burn through so much of that man. Oh! Crit. Oh, the Silence of Winter Wyvern Curse gets laid out, but the Silence is going to be able to chase some of these heroes away. Now the Rupture gets laid out on a Pycat. They're going to try and force snap this one. Oh, gets over the cliff, but can't quite get him. Now the ultimate gets laid out. Big Daddy No-Tail's been caught. He doesn't have his BKB. Crit
No.
can't save him. Relocate, not going to come out in time. What a vacuum! Miracle! Can he actually clean this one up? He's going through hero after hero. Oh my god!
There's one left
They
and it's
get
Pycat.
4, and Pycat's the only one to escape insanity. Moon Meander. 4-head going at it. That was such a huge vacuum wall play. I mean, they had already lost their Sven. They practically lost their Wisp, but he just brings everybody so low with that combination that Miracle
Had
kills all
10,000
of them.
damage and a million move speed.
Yeah, and he had that 10-second BKB. How are you possibly going to fight him? So finally, the BKB comes in and Bloodseeker can win a fight.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
He's not the best at pushing high ground, though.
This is
And
true.
that's one of the big issues they're going to
Dire's
have here
middle
until they
tower
get
is
a
under
Solar
attack.
Crest for the Sven to go up and hit the tier 3, is that they don't have a good way unless they win a team fight, unless they have Aegis and take Roshan first, to actually go and take tier 3 in Rax. Whereas 4C&L, they've got PL Shadow Fiend, you know, they've got a bunch of heroes, and even Clockwork to try and catch someone out. But right now, it's trying to take control of the game time for Monkey Business. They've got to really push out these lanes, get a little firmer grasp of their own jungle, because they still have farming to do. No-Tail needs another big item. He needs, you know, a crit or something. Maybe even just some lifesteal. Because if he gets hit by that Winter's Curse, he drops down to half HP with a Requiem on top. He does die very, very quickly.
Do you think, obviously it's not a question right now, but do you think that earlier in the game, was there room for the Mask of Madness build? It allows you to farm earlier, like a lot more efficiently. It gives you a potentially more kill power.
I think he would have had to change his build completely. Like, I would have liked it if he'd gone for the cleave build, and you go and clear ancients and jungle stacks and things like that. I feel it's more of a farming item now than, you know, it is like that steroid item which buffs up Sven a hell of a lot with his ultimate.
Yeah.
But if you've got cogs to trap you, Winter's Curse, if you pop Mask Madness and get cursed up, you get hit by your teammates. Tiny Avalanche Toss is such a great nuking combination. I don't think there was ever a point where it would have been worth, like, it's a very cost-efficient item, but I don't think it would have been worth the cost to his own life to even buy it and use it.
If they did that kind of build, they'd have to make the Bloodseeker. Like right now, I feel like the Bloodseeker is more of the one position. Despite he's behind in farm, it feels like they're trying to make the Bloodseeker more of the carry, and Big Daddy No-Tail is more like the initiator sort of deal. But they would have had to more heavily invest into a carry Sven, I think, with that kind of build. But as it stands, they are still only very slightly ahead. A 3,000 gold lead from Monkey Business and 4,000 experience lead, and that's going to be completely offset if they manage to take another Aegis on 4C&L, and they should be able to. They've got this double damage.
2 in a row where Monkey Business have no idea. Well, they've got such a great way of contesting with Roche Pit, with Blood Right, Vacuum, Wall, Sven, goes in, hits and cleaves. But they just get caught with their pants down every single time. They're off trying to take tier 2 at top, they're trying to push, they're trying to split and gank the jungle a bit with the vision they've got up on this top third of the map. You know, they've got 3 observer boards here watching for farming patterns. When you realize that they can't see anyone, when there's no one there, you've got to start wondering, right, where are they? They're not farming mid, not top, not jungle, not defending tier 2, they're not farming bot. Where else could they be? Maybe Monkey Business scared of a smoke from 4C&L into their jungle or into them, so they did get themselves into a position onto sort of high ground areas near ramps in the Dire jungle. But it's just mirroring here from either team. One difference is there's a tier 2 top for the Dire, and there is not one for the Radiant down at bottom lane.
What does this Maelstrom give you? I mean,
PL
it's
illusion
such a...
clearing.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're
Like
right, you're right.
I saw it and I thought, oh god, it's a Maelstrom. Then realized it is
the
literally
only
only
item
to clear through them, I think.
Yeah, it's the only item the Bloodseeker can go. It's a little bit weird just because it's kind of a farming item.
Yeah.
You would have been nice to have it early, but I guess every single one of his items he had to get. Like, you had to go Blade Mail. Then SNY is just too valuable in the early game, and then you had to have your BKB.
Well, speaking of have to, Pycat has to come back here now because they've lost Rax.
Oh my god, he's actually
got
having
a
to run
TP.
all the way to the secret shop to be able to sell something. He sells his tread in order to TP back. Oh my god, EGM's going to be able to grab him. Cogs laid out. EGM's just hoping to be able to force something here. Catch more, but I don't think they're going to get anything here. No-Tail's got another blink.
Bambo, no, really?
Oh no,
Back.
they're just gonna get crit. That's all they're gonna get.
That is a massive blunder. 4C&L get Roshan. They feel like, okay, we can trade. But Monkey Business take tier 2, tier 3, and then they basically take 95% of the HP off their melee racks before Pycat says, oh, I've got no TP, I've got to blink into the base, I've got to get to the secret shot, get to the, whoa, hello.
Oh, that's a godlike spree. Damn, Fly. He was racking up kills left and right, and now Pycat's got all that gold. So he kind of makes up for having to sell his treads earlier. Has Boots of Travel, 2k gold. He's going to have to start switching in a lot of items. So I do got to say, I love the Silver Edge. Bloodseeker. It cripples him real bad.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Especially given the Bloodseeker is still in this awkward place where he's incredibly dependent on Thirst
Radiant's top
to
tower
have
has
damage
fallen.
because his current item build isn't strong enough. Not for 42 minutes in.
Yeah.
Oh, Winter's Curse actually gets laid out right outside the vacuum. Moon's gonna go down. Oh no, we haven't managed to get away. No, the cogs. He ends up falling down. Fly. Pycat's gonna try and rip apart him, but Glimmer Cape, he will be able to get out farther up. Big Daddy No Tails battling it out alongside the Wisp, trying to eat through these heroes. They do not have a Bloodseeker, and it looks like they're gonna be losing crit as well. Turn around, stun, get sexy Bambo.
That PL illusion, honestly.
Oh, wow. That has actually been running down, doing so much damage. It's creating so many illusions.
That PL illusion basically allowed them to kill Pycat, just killed Bambo. That won the fight for them. Because Miracle got killed off by the Bambo jump in with EGM. They timed it perfectly to get the Bloodseeker down and out, and he had no buyback to get into the fight. But Monkey Business is still going. They come out on top in this.
They're hoping to be able to snatch someone extra there.
Even with the buyback on Darkseer and Lina, well worth it to take that fight in the manner they did.
But they need to be able to get more. They're still in this awkward position where the game is drawing out. If they could get Pycat, oh, this could be so big. Fly sees him. Oh, no. They didn't have the vision nor the positioning to be able to catch Pycat. He gets away on the Silver Edge.
And now he hides in the trees.
Waits for his moment. Rest of Monkey Business coming up to the top lane. I'm presuming just to push it out. I doubt it's worth committing to a range max at this point.
Not up at top lane, no. I mean, there's a tier 2 down at bot and half HP, but they've got no real way of getting themselves to it. And Pycat TPs himself down there. Pushes out the bot lane as well as farms up the jungle. Do we know how long until the next Roshan?
No.
Because Aegis got popped there by Pycat. And I feel it was close to expiring anyway.
Yeah, probably
3 or 4 minutes, maybe?
Yeah, I would say at a minimum 4 minutes. Could be later. We'll see.
It's going to pop up and say 4 minutes now, isn't it?
Mjolnir. Bloodseekers finished it off.
Look
4
at that.
minutes.
I knew it.
Minimum of 4 minutes. I called it. We
Yeah.
both called it.
Congrats.
We did it, Turka. What professional casters we are.
Oh, yeah.
Sexy Bambo. Is this another Silver Edge?
Oh, man, really? He's gone for Shadow Blade? Damn. I'm actually wondering what the Wyvern goes for. At this point, you know, you could save up for a Blink, which would give you that...
Yeah, I think you should go that.
Give you that sort of placement advantage to try and catch out the Bloodseeker or the Sven, or try and get them to hit each other.
I think his counter initiation to the Darkseer is so strong. Like,
True.
because you jump in, you wall, you vacuum, but then you Winter's Curse. You get all of your team out of that situation, and then all the illusions start hitting that one hero. So it actually almost plays against you. EGM going to be ruptured, brought back with a vacuum, but the rest of the team is here. Swift Ending immediately starts going for Fly, and he does have the vision, it seems. Oh, not anymore. Will be able to jump ahead of that stun out from Big Daddy No Tail on the side. Silver Edge, Pycat actually starts gunning for Fly, but now he's just going to be run down here. He's got to blink up in a second. Laguna Blade laid out, BKB ultimate coming down. He needs to be able to get out of this one. Swift Ending is actually coming from the side. Never mind, Pycat. He just kited that one around beautifully for the rest of his team to be able to follow up from the side. Now Big Daddy No Tail's just going to be kited around without his BKB. Wall, vacuum, 2-man. Winter's Curse laid out immediately afterwards. Moon Meander cannot save this fight this time around, and it's going to be 3 down for the one of 4C&L.
Bloodseeker once again. It was the pretty much the exact situation you were mentioning, well, like 15, 20 minutes in, where the Bloodseeker with the Blade Mail runs into the Requiem to try and get that damage back, but Pycat with the BKB doesn't care. Bloodseeker drops to half HP. Nothing is done in return to the Shadow Fiend, and Miracle on half health with no targets to run down, with no one to, lifesteal off with that Blood Rage. Didn't really do too much, and again, no buybacks. Darkseer and Bloodseeker without them.
Is it worth fighting over this lane of Rax? I don't think it is.
The PL having Skadi, Diffusal Blade 2, SNY, and now nearly Butterfly. I There is no individual hero that stands toe-to-toe with him from Monkey Business. I don't think there are two heroes which stand 2v1 against him.
Jump in, starts beating on Swift Ending. Immediately Cold Embrace is a response. BKB toss back. Swift Ending is still quite low. Almost finished off there, but unfortunately, Doppelganger away will allow him to be able to escape. Still, though, they do defend successfully. Tier 3 tower does die, but
Top tower has fallen.
Rax kept safe. Maybe, just maybe, Monkey Business can crawl out of this late game trench that they're beginning to engross themselves in. Oh man, oh my god. Oh, never mind, it's gonna change. We're all good. We're all good.
What's going to change?
I was gonna, the game-winning rune, double damage next to Roshan spawning. I was just like, oh god, this game's so close, but it comes down to a DD rune
once
spawn.
again.
Yeah,
I still think
That would be
Dire is
so
going to take
insane.
this Roshan.
I think so too.
Radiant haven't contested. Maybe things will change and they'll realize, hang on a second, Roshan is a
I
big
mean,
deal.
this is a cheese Roshan, and it's getting late. You can't give it up. It's just not even a question. I think if you give up the Aegis, you've lost the game. Swift Ending will get the Aegis. You had a hard enough time killing him the first time. I don't see how you kill him the second.
They're going here without smoke.
Run him down. See if they can get a pick off here. Sucks. Oh boy, he just barely got out of that
Curse.
one. Winter's Curse. Oh, he's gonna go for the one shot on a fly. Trying to finish him off. Golden Greens. Now Pycat lets loose the ultimate. Pycat, he will be able to get a lot of damage out. Fly looking to be able to get off the Laguna Blade. Just barely gets it on the Winter Wyvern, but it doesn't really matter. Cold Embrace, Big Daddy No Tail. He's just being kited around while that ultimate was down. Now they come forward, though. 1-for-1 trade out so far. Sexy Bamboo right in the middle of that wall. Doesn't really care. Now the hook shot. Cogs push back. Beautiful setup. They're just baiting Monkey Business around for years.
They need
Crit's
to
going to go
catch.
down. Moon, he's also going to fall as he gets caught by Sexy Bamboo. The other two manage to TP out, but still, nasty, nasty fight. And there's no buyback from Monkey Business. 4C&L. This could be their lane of Rex. In fact, should be.
There are no buybacks at all for the Radiant. And Sven plus Bloodseeker, not the best at defending high ground. The Phantom Lancer could pretty much just do this on his own, but Pycat, Butterfly is being delivered. EGM with these hook shots and cogs, though, honestly, he has been a fourth core. He's been more of a core
they
hero.
know. They got to kill Swift Ending here, but that's not going to happen. Where was the Rupture? Was that placed on Illusion or Creep?
Sure.
Oh no.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
It feels like EGM has been more of a core hero here than the Tiny has.
Oh,
Tiny's
yeah,
been
I
like roaming around playing this funky little, I don't know, holding role.
I think when he made the decision, what we were talking about, it was the either the Blade Mail or the
Greaves.
Oh, we were talking about the mech, right? Because he already had the arcane boots, so he could go mech, Guardian Greaves. And I think he was probably thinking the same thing, but he was far enough ahead that he's like, no. I'm going to take the 3 position, and Bambo, you're going to play like this, kind of support initiating Tiny.
You're also going to play the 3 position.
Yeah, you're also going to occupy a crap ton of farm. And I think it was definitely the right choice. I mean, he was able to pick up the Blade Mail fast enough that it was incredibly effective, especially against the Bloodseeker. Him shutting down the Bloodseeker really stalled Monkey Business up, I would say, a good 10 minutes.
I mean, it's super similar to what he was doing on Alliance as well. Having Ake on that sort of 6 role, and then EGM would play the 4th core kind of thing. But this is to some next level, actually. Oh, look at that. Roshan is alive and scouted by the Clock Flare. Radiant have got some work to do, though. Bot lane's pushing in. Pycat making sure of that. I don't know if the Radiant know if Roshan's up.
I
but
think
this Lina is screwed.
Silver Edge leading things off. Fly is going to be caught here. Whoa, crit. Actually going to be able to help save him. Big Daddy No Tail. Whoa, Jesus. Daedalus proc with God's strength. One-shots him. 60 Bamboo hoping to be able to stay alive for as long as possible, but he should be dead. Actually, whoa, what a good combination on left-hand side. Swift Ending has already taken out one and looking to be able to get the other support as well. Crit survives based on the Glimmer Cave for a small period of time. Blink away from that Lance will be able to survive there as well. What great teamwork, though. Sexy Bamboo reading the end of that Rupture. Now they're going to be able to jump back in, catch out Moon. He's going to be locked inside the cog. Sexy Bamboo will make sure there's no escape for him. 2 down.
If he doesn't have buyback, I think that might just be game.
There is no buyback.
It's going to be like
Miracle?
an all in.
Oh.
They've got to go all in now onto someone.
Big Daddy No Tail trapped inside. EGM says, fight me. He's got no BKB. He doesn't want to be hitting that blade mail. Gets the stun out, just trying to get back to the fountain as best as possible. Ultimate goes off. Miracle now controlled by the Winter's Curse on the side. Crit's going to go down as well. This is going to be potentially everyone dropping from Monkey Business. Big Daddy, he gets right back to the fountain, but the Bloodseeker's dead. 4 down, no buybacks. 4C&L just going to run through all of these buildings. And nothing No Tail can do but watch.
Oh, he can pop his ulti and go and jump on someone.
See if he can
I'm
pop
pretty sure
somebody.
he wants to just go and try and one-hit crit someone.
Oh, Bloodseeker just got his buyback.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
They're going to run in now. We'll be able to go for Swift Ending. Oh, they can actually pop him. Nice. EGM tries to solve things up. Silenced away. Oh, Miracle can't afford to be dying again, but he will. Just, barely the last shot will manage to finish him off. The SF gets exploded. And a lightning bolt from Fly. Now trying to go on to EGM. Looks like he might be able to get a secondary kill, but still Swift Ending trying to run down. Glimmer Cape keeps him alive. 60 Bamboo moving forward. Big Daddy No Tail. Last hope for Monkey Business, but he will be falling as well. Vacuum wall turnaround. No buyback though. Both the cores are dead. Buildings are dropping left and right. That is going to be Mega Creeps, and 4C&L will strut away, seemingly the victors of this game, unless Monkey Business can hold out for another 90 seconds against Mega Creeps and go for the all-in push.
Yeah, like top lane is pushed in, tier 4s are dropping up in the dire base, and there's a double catapult wave here. But without the Sven, Sven has buyback now.
Oh, God.
He just got buyback, do it.
Do they go for the real
Do it.
okay play?
They wait until the dire push into their tier 4, I think.
Oh, God. It's the all-in play. It's the all-in play, but I think 4C&L have some sort of idea. Why wouldn't they call it GG otherwise? There's the buyback. Relocate.
I mean, Shadow Fiend is just TP
Sven?
towards mid. There's no glyph for the Radiant. I think that's the biggest factor here is that
Oh,
Dire,
we spot Mask of Madness.
they're doing it.
All in.
Dire has no glyph either.
But the creeps are gone from the top lane.
They can't do
Yeah.
it.
They're just going to be left with defending. They had to go... I think someone had to like sell out and buy Boots of Travel and keep that top lane pushed in. And then they go for the surprise play or something, but... So complicated. Now, Aegis for free for Monkey Business. They're not scared of a backdoor. Not with the protection up.
Now Monkey Business have to defend. Oh look, it's the E-Blade Tiny.
Yay. Go Dagon now. Do it.
Does he have the money?
All right. Monkey Business will battle this one out. They've got 2 heroes good for clearing through Mega Creeps.
They've just smoked.
Behind Miracle, they assume he's going to be target number 1. They're right.
Radiant's middle tower
4C&L.
is under attack.
Start moving forward. Double invis. The counter ward is there to be able to spot them out. Miracle. Target number 1. 60 Bamboo. Rupture. Turn around. They're going to be able to get the damage on Miracle. They can't afford him to go down. BKB activated, but one last shot. No, he dodges it. He's good. Now Bamboo, Cold Embrace, runs out, and Big Daddy, Cheese Eaten, maybe he's actually going to be able to get away. 3-man vacuum, nice setup already, but a Winter's Curse to be able to counter it. Fly's going to be the target here, won't be able to escape. Big Daddy No Tail cleaves his own ally in Chway. Now, oh my God, he managed to finish off the Sven. He managed to heal himself up a little bit more off the Blood Rage, but he finally does go down. The kill on the Tiny almost turned things around. Now Pycat, next target up, Crit jumping away to Miracle. Their only hope here is Miracle somehow just destroys everyone, but they're losing the rest of their support. Miracle starts moving forward. Mega Creeps everywhere. Starts going in for some of these heroes, but he's run out. 3-man vacuum doesn't matter. GG is called in Monkey Business. Will finally lose the game. Holding against Mega Creeps and everything. But in the end, 4C&L will even out the series.
With Tiny and Clock in the 3-roll.
Crazy stuff, but 4C&L successfully counterpick the Wisp by grabbing the Tiny.
Oh, yeah. Winter Wyvern was there as well. Great hero up against any kind of Wisp combinations, but